Go.
Thank you all for coming. My name's Valerie. I'm going to talk to you today about the Red Book. That is the competent leadership book that you get when you join Toastmasters. What is in here are projects that are going to help you become a more effective leader. Now, some of you might be saying, I'm in Toastmasters, I'm here because I want to learn how to speak, I don't care about leadership. Learning to speak will enhance your leadership because it makes you more confident and it makes you a better communicator so you can talk to people and go into a more leadership role. Now, when looking at this book, I mean, there's this chart right here. It's a bunch of itty-bitty words, a bunch of little bitty things on it, and there's all these pages, and it says project this, project that. You just want to be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. So to know where to start, first we're going to go through the different roles that you can sign up for in a Toastmasters meeting. And then I'm going to show you how you can combine these roles to complete projects in your Confident Leadership book, your Red Book. Okay? First role in a meeting you can sign up for is Toastmaster. That's what James is doing today. Toastmaster is the kind of MC of the meeting. They start the meeting, they welcome everybody, they introduce everything, kind of like, what's his name? Bob Barker? They get everybody really relaxed and they just kind of run the meeting, right? Next role is the grammarian. The grammarian listens very carefully to what everybody is saying to see if they're using proper grammar. We don't have a grammarian today, so it doesn't matter what I say. The grammarian is also combined with the wordmaster. The role is called just grammarian/wordmaster. So if you're a grammarian, you're also the wordmaster. You bring a word of the day. Like today it's helophilia. You could bring a word like what I've got up here, calories. They are tiny creatures that live in your closet and sew your clothes a little bit tighter every night. So this is so that we all kind of expand our vocabulary and just learn new words that we can use in our everyday conversations. You've also got a timer. The timer is the person that helps keep the meeting going on track. We want to make sure we end on time. We want to make sure that each part of the meeting has enough time to be effective and for everybody to do what they're supposed to do. Now, as a timer, you do show those cute little folders for a prepared speech. For example, I'm talking for 8 to 10 minutes today. At 8 minutes, that's when I'm going to see the green card. That lets me know I've talked long enough for my speech to qualify as a speech. Okay? Once I hit 9 minutes, I'm going to see the yellow. That's just letting me know I'm almost out of time. When I hit 10 minutes, I'm going to see the red. When I see the red, that doesn't mean I have to automatically run away. I'm going to give 30 seconds grace period to kind of finish my last sentence and say thank you for coming. So it's kind of a smooth ending, but it's probably not because I ran over so long. That's the timer. You've also got the all counters, that's the clicker. The counter gets to click people through the entire meeting except for the prepared speeches. So if you're an all counter, you cannot click me, but you could click anybody else that spoke during this meeting. This is because prepared speeches are not easy, and you don't want to break somebody's concentration when they're up here giving a prepared speech by clicking them. All counter just keeps a track of it, and they tell them at the end of the meeting, this is how many crutch words you had. The vote counter, after our prepared speeches, after we hear our table topic speakers, and after we hear our speech evaluators, we get to vote for our favorites. Favorite speaker of the day, which is going to be me, because I'm the only one. Favorite, speech evaluator for today, which is going to be Barack, because he's the only one. And favorite table topic speaker, which we will vote on because we're probably all going to be able to talk. So we'll get to see who's your favorite. Vote counter also, after each prepared speech, there's a piece on your ballot at the top, so it's first speaker, second speaker, third speaker. This is where you can write comments to the speaker. Hey, I really like what you did there. Oh, I really like this point. I like what you know. Whatever you want to say to the speaker, the vote counter goes around, picks those up after each speech, and gives them to the speaker. The table topics master. This is a beautiful quote. The human brain starts working the moment you are born and never stops until you stand up to speak in public. Table topics is going to help you with your impromptu speaking. The table topics master, before the meeting, is going to get together a bunch of prompts. They come up here, they say the prompt, they draw a name. Okay, you are talking about it. This helps you with your impromptu speaking and being able to kind of think on the spot. Next role is a general evaluator. The general evaluator just gets to come up here and say how they thought the meeting went. Did they think the speeches were good? Did they think the room was too cold? Did they think that, whatever, the lighting was too bright? They get to come up here and say whatever they want, and then they introduce these speech evaluators. Speech evaluators give immediate feedback for your prepared speeches so you know how you did. Speech evaluators talk for 2 to 3 minutes, and they usually have a guideline from the speaker on what to look for and kind of what to talk about during their evaluation. So those are the roles you can sign up for that go together in different combinations to make your projects. The Confidence and Leadership book has 10 projects in it. The first project, to complete it, you just have to do 3 of the 4 choices, be it all counter, speech evaluator, grammarian, or table topic speaker. That means you just get called to come up here. Okay? Once you do 3 of those, you've done your first project. Second project, you do 2 of the 3, speech evaluator, grammarian, general evaluator. Just pick 2 of 3. Third project, it's the same options, but you have to do all 3. Speech evaluator, grammarian, and general evaluator, you do all 3, and then you're done with your third project. Fourth project, you are a timer. That part is mandatory. You do the timer, and then you pick one of the other following options: Toastmaster, speaker, topics master, or grammarian. Topics master is your table topics master. Speaker is what I'm doing, giving my speech, right? Project 5, 3 of the 4, speaker, general evaluator, Toastmaster, table topics master. Project 6, this is more of a fun one. You pick one of the following. These are all chairs. Help put together a speech contest. Help put together a club special event. We do like to have parties. Help put together a membership campaign or contest. Membership campaign, like I don't know if y'all see the table we put out there sometimes in the cafe hallway where we hand out brochures and try to grab people as they're walking by. Run a public relationship campaign. Help produce a club newsletter. We don't have one, so if you're interested, you can totally get Project 6 done. Assist a club webmaster. Our club webmaster is Mr. James. So if you want to help him, you can get credit Project 6 taken off. Remember, it's just one of these, not all of them. Project 7, pick 2 of 4, Toastmaster, General Evaluator, Table Topics Master, or befriend a guest. That means just be friendly. I know a lot of people see this and they're like, I'm coming to Toastmasters to learn how to give speeches, not to learn how to talk to people and be friends, but talking to people is learning how to be friends. Project 8, this is another slightly complicated one. You pick one thing. It can be a membership campaign or contest chair, or you can be a public relationship campaign chair. You pick one of those, and then you add 2 of these 3 options: Toastmaster, General Evaluator, Speech Evaluator. Project 9, this is just pick one of 3. Mentor a new member, mentor an existing member, or do an HPL guidance committee member. HPL, I had to look it up this morning. High Performance Leadership. It's a leadership project brought to you by Toastmasters. Not as intimidating as it sounds. If you're interested, you can look over that. It's tons of words on there. I didn't even read it. All I did was make sure that I knew what HPL stands for. Project 10. You are a Toastmaster and General Evaluator, and then you add one of the following: campaign chair, PR campaign chair, speech contest chair, special event chair, newsletter editor, or be the club webmaster. Okay? So now I know all of you know exactly what is in this book, how the different roles go together to complete the different projects, and exactly what to do. So you will sign up for a role for your next meeting so that you can start completing your competent leadership book. Thank you.